There are three charging methods for the engines. First of all is a naturally aspirated engine. The actually it has a simple design and fewer parts, less maintenance. It's the atmospheric air goes to the air box or air filter. Through there goes to the throttle body. Through the throttle body goes to the intake manifold, and then it goes to the combustion chamber. Actually, in the intake manifold, it will mix with the fuel, and then it goes to the combustion chamber. It's very simple design, okay, but it has a positive points. Very linear throttle response, usually more reliable and also lighter weight. But the negative point is limited power output, depends only on engine displacement. High engine displacement, more power, but it depends on the engine displacement. Then we have lower torque at lower RPM. It's one of the main negative. By the way, for example, like Lexus ES350, it has a good engine displacement, and then no need for the turbo or supercharger, because the displacement of the engine, according to the weight of the car, it's properly fine. By the way, in some cases it can increase the fuel consumption also, if the engine is small and the weight of the car is high. So in that case it can increase the fuel consumption, and also more stress on the engine components. It's the negative reason of the natural aspirated, but overall it's good. Okay, the second one, we have the turbocharger. It's actually using the exhaust gases energy to spin a turbine, okay, and the turbine is connected to the compressor that forces extra air into the engine. So if we get more oxygen, then we will get also more fuel. Actually, it's related to the ECU setting. More oxygen, more fuel, it's equal to the more power. The positive point, it's a high power gain without increasing the engine size. Okay, so low engine size, lower weight, but more power. It's a good point. Better fuel efficiency and better low RPM torque. In some cases, after 1500 or 2500, you will get more and better torque. Okay, then the negative points, turbo lag, a slightly delay in power until exhaust make enough pressure. More complex system. More complex system means it has a more intercooler. It has intercooler, turbine, all lines, and actually more maintenance. Generate high heat. Turbo failure can be costly also. It's one of the main problem. Even in some cases, if the turbo fail, it can damage the engine also. Okay, it can damage the engine. By the way, the turbine, the cars that have the turbo, for sure they need more maintenance. Also, there is a more chance that the catalytic converter can block, or maybe the oil comes to the intercooler, so it's the reason that it can fail. The third one is the supercharger, driven directly by the engine's crankshaft, okay, and compressor forces air into the cylinder instantly. The positive point, instant power delivery, more predictable throttle response, and excellent for performance cars. Needs strong low end torque. Okay, so excellent for the performance cars that needing a strong low end torque. Actually, is a positive point. By the way, it has a negative point, like less efficient than the turbo and increased fuel consumption for sure compared to the naturally aspirated, and the turbo also more stress on the engine components. By the way, the supercharger using on the, we can say, race car, or maybe like drag cars, the supercharger on the cars, in some cars, like we can say, they are using for not daily drive, but the common components that they are using is a turbo. But the supercharger, we cannot use it for the daily drive. By the way, the turbocharger and the naturally aspirated, yes, we can use it for the daily drive cars, because it has less maintenance, even less than the turbo for sure, and also less than the naturally aspirated. So first of all invented the naturally aspirated, and the second one is the turbo and the supercharger. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.